got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. It's Floyd Patterson, a man that needs no introduction. He started his career as an Olympic gold medalist, and look at him now. He is the former heavyweight champion of the world.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic gold medalist, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and truly one of the all-time greats, introducing Floyd Patterson.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Good one. That jab misses. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted his feet, they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? And that hook scores. Good counter punch. Got him. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. There's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're counterpuncher, then basically, how many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked you. Now, be careful, because when he starts pulling, taking you out of your rhythm, it's going to get harder.
Counter punching. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with that jab. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. We may see an early stoppage here. And here he comes, finally waking up from that nap.
What?
This could be the end. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Patterson couldn't take any more. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with it.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down the momentum.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
There's a counter shot. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Why does he continue to hold? The referee could take a point here.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off.
Sometimes you got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Continues to touch him up. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Not so rigid anymore with the stance.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looks like he's going to move around. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Touching him up again. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
And once again, he gets clinched.
You've got to save that in the back because if you're ever hitting her, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. A wise veteran move there to clinch.
Yeah, you got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee. Get him to complain about the conditions. Get him to just feel uncomfortable.
Oh, and Patterson's dazed. This round, are we about to see a first round knockout? Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut misses. Smart move to grab a hold of your opponent, but obviously you can't do that too often.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Stumbling around on Bambi legs. trying to measure his... Can they finish it? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. And it appears they're out of trouble. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Maybe not as hurt as we thought, but he can't continue to take those punches. What is he doing in there?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at it.
Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. Disaster averted. What a nightmare scenario. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Hey, sometimes the best thing you can do is to grab your opponent.
Sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest? Will the referee stop it? Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.